everyday Metro riders a seat at the table for some of the system's biggest decisions.
LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn wants to add a dedicated rider to the Metro board, saying riders should have a voice in the decision-making process. And Supervisor Hahn joins us live with details on her plan. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Good morning.
So I've heard about this with other boards across the country, where you add somebody who is a rider every single day. Why do you think this is necessary here in Los Angeles?
Well, first of all, we have an opportunity to do that. This is the first time we've actually looked at the makeup of the Metro board in a very long time. And that's because the voters passed Measure G, which is going to increase the Board of Supervisors to 9 people. So that gives us an opportunity to look at the creation of a Metro board that actually reflects the diversity of LA County. But for me, more importantly, I believe that someone who rides the buses and the trains every day should be a voting member of this transit board. We make so many decisions. We have an enormous budget, and our decisions affect the customer experience. Our decisions affect how quickly the buses come. Our decisions affect how clean the buses are. So why not have someone that actually rides the system every single day, is dependent on it, to sit there and have a vote, but more importantly, have a perspective and a voice that sometimes I don't think the Metro board listens to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I know that you said you made a point to ride the Metro more and that it's made you a better director. Talk about some of the things that you didn't realize before you started riding it more often.
Right, so I started riding the bus from San Pedro to Union Station once a month on my way to the monthly board meeting, which doesn't make me a real transit rider, but I will tell you, it has allowed me to learn a lot about our system. It's allowed me to understand when it's so crowded on our bus that we actually have to bypass a bus stop. And there's people who've been waiting to get to work, get to school, get to a doctor's appointment. I can tell when the buses haven't been cleaned properly, and that affects your customer experience. One day, my bus that I was on actually broke down, and we had to wait probably 25 minutes to change buses. And I thought, I was late to the Metro board meeting, but what about all these riders who were late to work, again, late to school? Who knows if they weren't disciplined by a teacher or by their employer for being late. So I realized that a Metro rider sees things that the rest of the board probably doesn't see on a daily basis. And I like, someone once said, you know, not having a transit rider on the Metro board is kind of like owning a restaurant and never tasting the food.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Can you imagine being the bus driver on the day that the bus breaks down and the supervisor's gone? Oh my goodness. So talk about how the selection process would work. Would somebody be voted in? Would you nominate someone? How would all this happen?
So my proposal, which I'm bringing forward, doesn't specifically say how this person gets selected. What I've asked for our Metro staff to do is go out there and work with our already established community advisory groups. We have a youth council, we have stakeholders, other community organizations, and come up with a process that's fair and transparent on how those groups could select the person that represents the day-to-day rider. I think it's important that this transit rider is not appointed by an elected official. Because elected officials could make an appointment of a transit rider, but we all know that the expectation is if an elected official appoints you, that you have a certain loyalty or you feel a little beholden to that elected official who appointed you. I want this to be independent of all the politicians on Metro board and someone who really speaks up for the riders of our system. Because, by the way, everything we do is for the riders of our system. They're what matter. They're what keeps Metro going. And they're the ones that should be in the forefront of our decisions every single day.
Absolutely. So quickly before we let you go, talking about riders in Metro, we know one of the biggest concerns is safety and crime when it comes to Metro. And I know there's been some efforts to make that better, but how do you think adding someone to the board will help with those issues?
Well, again, you know, I think I have been putting forth proposals about weapons detection. You know, I just don't think you should be able to bring a weapon, a gun or a knife or a lead pipe on a bus or a train. You know, you can't get into a Dodger game without going through screening. You certainly can't go to the airport and bring on a gun. You can't even go to concerts these days without going through, you know, a weapons detection system. So I keep trying to bring that forward, but I think a real rider would say, yeah, you know, I worry about my safety, particularly late at night. A lot of our riders get off work late at night and are riding our system at midnight, some of them single women, who I think could really, you know, bring that lesson home of how important it is for the safety of our everyday riders. We can have the best buses, we can have electric buses, we can do all we want, but you know what? If people don't feel safe, you know, they're not going to ride our system.
Right.
And with all the world coming for the Olympics, we just had a great World Cup season. You know, we want to make sure our everyday riders are safe, but certainly all the visitors that visit Los Angeles County on a regular basis.
Yeah, well, Supervisor Hahn, this looks like a step in the right direction, so thanks for joining us to talk about it.
Thanks for having me.